The chapter. Oh. Thunder awoke the sky, and he decided to head back to the land. He could see the pearly white of the cliffs beckoning him, and the rain was falling harder and was hitting him like bullets. He could see the lush green land beneath him, and he circled and got ready to land. Then a sword of lightning struck him, and he spun like Icarus in a tailspin, falling slowly to the ground. The green came up to meet him with bewildering speed, and he held his breath and closed his eyes, and I have to turn this page, braced for impact. He didn't feel a thing, and when he slowly opened his eyes again and looked down at his body, he expected to see broken bones, or at the very least, bruising, but there was nothing. He was as healthy and fit as a newborn lamb. Only one thing was different, and that was he was wearing different clothing. He was wearing black trousers and a clean white shirt. Slowly the mist before his eyes cleared, and he realized that he was in a restaurant of all places. Jack had no time to question the how or why. Suddenly a brusque, bossy man with a thick moustache like a caterpillar was ordering him around and telling him to take care of the customers. They were sat at the table looking smart but impatient. Jack fumbled in his pockets and he found a pencil and pad, and he was wise enough to know that this was for writing down orders. "This is mayhem," thought Jack as he handed the note to the chef, who nodded his approval. "We need you in here," he said to Jack, and he rushed him into the noisy kitchen. There were dirty plates piled high, and cups and saucers were precariously balanced. Just one bubble of soap could knock them over, thought Jack with a smile. He rolled up his sleeves and began to attack the mountain of cutlery before him. The water was so hot that he had to wear gloves, and each time he placed a shiny clean plate on one end of the washboard, another dirty one would appear. The banging and crashing and shouting in the kitchen got louder, and he scrubbed the plates as fast as he could. The last thing he wanted was for the shouting to be directed towards him. The head chef was drinking from a large wine bottle, and he banged it down every time someone annoyed him. This was quite often. He was easily annoyed. Jack had put too many suds in the sink, and it was difficult to see what he was doing. And the bubbles were so large that they were growing. The chef was chopping onions and carrots, and the knife was becoming a blur. He was so fast that it was hard for Jack not to stare. He imagined the carrots to be his fingers and toes, and it was a strange feeling, quite scary. Slowly he was getting on top of the washing up, and the bubbles were going down. Just as he was beginning to relax, the chef ordered him into the busy restaurant to take more orders. People were yelling, and it was obvious that they were well behind schedule. Hope you enjoyed that. Next bit coming up. Please sub me.